Hi, I'm Bob, and I welcome you all once again to the Etchabyte series of What Will You Do 3. Imagine you are working in XYZ company in talent acquisition group as a recruiter. You have come up with a profile named Deepak. Nice. Deepak surpasses all the minimum requirements. You think he's very apt for this role after screening his resume. You make a call to Deepak and starts interviewing him. After 30 minutes of brief discussion, you feel that Deepak is highly qualified and you observe few points. First, Deepak's technical skills are more advanced than what we require. Second, his expectations from his CTC are a bit higher because of his experiences and skills. But if we talk to our hiring manager, we can provide him that CTC. Third, he has already changed 2 organizations in 1 year. So, being a recruiter, it's your responsibility to make a right hire for the organization. So, what will you do? A. Consider Deepak for this role as his skills are more advanced and will benefit your organization only in the long run. B. Do not consider Deepak as he is highly qualified and will probably increase the chances of attrition. So, you have 10 seconds and 2 options to choose from. What will you do? Time's up. Let's hear from one of the HR enthusiasts of HR Byte for why B is the correct option.
Thank you, Bob. Bob has revealed that B is the correct option. But the question here arises, why B? So, to answer this, I and Sakina welcome you all to the HR Byte series of What Will You Do? Episode 3. Talent acquisition refers to the process of identifying and acquiring the skilled workers for the open position within the organization.
Employer branding, future resource planning, diversifying a company's labor force, and developing a robust candidate pipeline are the cornerstones of talent acquisition. Let's discuss more on effective talent acquisition.
In order to hire the right candidate, companies must align their plannings and talent acquisition strategies across departments so that the companies can identify, target, and attract the most qualified candidates.
Talent acquisition teams are also responsible for developing employer branding and communicating their brand to potential candidates.
Such brandings should give a proper understanding of your company culture, its reputations, key differentiators of its products and services.
The acquisition team must also manage candidates' life cycle, beginning from initial application to the final job offer.
Effective collaboration, clear communication, and goal alignment with the hiring manager is the key. Importantly, talent acquisition team is also responsible for reducing the attrition rate and increasing the employee retention.
Attrition refers to the loss of employee because of either retirement or resignation or elimination, termination, etc.
Sometimes even the candidates with the right credentials turns out to be the wrong hire. Hiring decisions have a lot of significance in the company's performance. Such decisions reflects the overall growth and development of the organization. Candidates who are not aligned with the organization work culture, its vision, mission, role requirements, competencies requirements potentially contribute to the failure of the organization.
Bad hires also have additional undesirable implications like wastage of time, efforts, energy, resources, and opportunity to hire the right candidate. It also leads to the loss of brand image both internally and externally as well.
Although it's not possible to hire the right candidates every single time, but even one wrong decision can negatively impact your business in a huge way in multiple ways. Bad hiring puts a burden on the company's budget as well. Some estimates shows that the cost of hiring a wrong candidates can be up to $240,000 per person. So it's important to hire the right, not the best. Okay, so now let's talk about our case. In our case, we can sense that Deepak is highly qualified. His technical skills are more advanced than what we require, which at one hand can provide lots of value to the organization, and which organization do not want values. But if we look closely, we can see that after a brief discussion of 30 minutes, the recruiter felt that he had changed 2 organizations in 1 year, which tells us that Deepak is a constant hopper and his probability of changing from our organization is also very high, and now we know what's the impact of bad hire. But it's not always necessary that the person who have changed the organization twice in a year is a hopper. So a recruiter can probe more on why he changed those organizations and now again why he is looking out for a change. If a recruiter is hiring any person, the recruiter should not only look into the consideration of the organization interest, but also look into the candidate's interest as well. There are chances that the candidates opt for a job which is not even up to his level, but still he opts for that job because of some pressure or because of some need. Like in this case, Deepak was highly qualified than what the role demands. His skills are more advanced, but what we require was of basic level, not that of advanced level. If any person with those advanced skills are utilized for the basic role, then that person is underutilized. For initial few months, like 2 or 3 months, that person would be working very productively and efficiently. But after 3 months, the sense of frustration, aggression, and complexities will start to arise. And now that's the alarm, and that's the red zone for the candidates. Such candidates will start looking out for a new job which will suit their skill sets. The cost of hiring will increase and the attrition rate also increased. So for a recruiter, it's not important to hire the best. Rather, it's important to hire the right. So Deepak, for our role, is not apt. He might be rolled for some senior position where those advanced skills are required. But for our role, where such basic skills are required, he is not suitable, or he is not the right candidate, being the best in his zone. So it's important to do the right things. Great results will automatically follow. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel and stay tuned for more updates. Till then, happy HRing!
So that's all from today's case. We'll be back with more exciting case studies of what will you do next Friday. Till then, stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.